Cue Dave and Ryan in 3, 2, 1.
It's Dave and Ryan's movie review.
All right, so joining us today on the show, we have Warren Workman with the Utah International Film Festival. And there are a lot of movies that happen to be going on here in the state of Utah. And every February, they have a festival, and it culminates with the Utah Film Awards. So we've got Warren with us today. We're going to talk a little about the festival itself, and then we're going to get into the awards and why they do what they do and keep doing it. Warren, once again, thank you so much for taking out the time to join us today. We really do appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I love talking about what we do and letting people know more about it, and hopefully invite a few folks to come join us.
So let's get into the whole Utah International Film Festival. As I said, it's taking place in February, and it culminates with the Utah Film Awards. So how long has this been going on, and what all it's a big festival, goes on for, I think you said, starts the 12th of February and runs through the 17th?
That's exactly right. It starts Monday the 12th at 10 a.m. and it goes all the way until midnight on the 17th, which is a Saturday. So Monday through Saturday, it's going to be a whirlwind of film awesomeness.
And I would assume that there are screenings going on pretty much throughout the valley, or do you kind of keep them in one spot?
Well, it's actually, that's really cool. So we're housed mostly at Maven Cinema. So if you want to see the movies in person, they're playing at a real movie theater. It's the old Sticky Shoe Maven Cinema. It's a 2-screen theater, and we have movies starting there very early and going very late, and they're just back to back in 2-hour blocks. We're playing about 152 projects during that time frame. And I say projects because we have music videos, short films, feature films, series, documentaries, and narratives. So we have a lot that's being screened. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And I believe, if I understand correctly, we have more films made here in the state of Utah than any other festival here, period.
Wow.
Like almost combined.
And that was the next question that I have. Do you guys have, what kind of criteria do you have to submit a film for the International Film Festival?
So the biggest criteria we have is really, it's open to anybody to submit. We're an open genre festival. So we're not, we don't have a very big niche. Like, we're not like a Christian film festival. We're not a fantasy film festival. We're pretty open to everything. We do have some films that we don't like to touch. Those are usually your racist or misogynistic type shows that really are polarize your audience. And people are just like, oh, I feel icky when I watch that. That's really not the kind of shows we want to watch. But we'll take things like slasher movies and we'll get all gory and stuff like that, because there is a audience that would love to watch that sort of stuff that's really active. And there's an artistic thing about gore and horror sometimes. But there's not a whole lot when it comes down to racism and misogyny. So we're just like, yeah, we're just going to get rid of that stuff altogether.
Okay.
But
so
we have great docs. We have great shorts. I mean, we really do run the gambit. We even have a mental health block, which is something that's near and dear to my heart. So we have a little bit of everything for everyone.
And as I'm looking, there are 177 movies on this list.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
We have about 25 of those are screenplays, but 152 of those are actual screened projects. So there's a lot.
So let's talk for a moment and just get maybe a little background in the film festival and the awards. How long has the film festival been going on?
So this will be our 13th year. It didn't start off as a festival, though. So it started off as the Filmed in Utah Awards. It was just one night where we would celebrate films made in Utah. It was kind of like our way of having a little Oscars party just for the locals. Because, quite frankly, if you're not Scorsese, you're not going to be invited.
Yeah,
So
I remember
we
going
kind of
to
made
the,
our own thing.
I remember going to the second one you guys had. Yeah,
Mhm.
you were at the Slick campus.
Yes,
one on
it was
State
at the
Street.
Graham Theater at the Salt Lake Community College Slick campus. And that was our second year. Our first year, we were at the back of the Bombay House in Provo. So it was like
Moving
it was
up
a
in the
small
world.
group of us, but we had great food.
Yeah.
And where are you going to be this year?
Oh, this year is our biggest year yet. So screening wise, we're in American Fork at Maven Cinemas. We're there Monday through Friday. Also Monday through Saturday, we're in Vineyard at Enigma 3. That's where all of our panels and our workshops and a lot of our networking events happen. We also have a masquerade ball that takes place. We also have our big fancy award shows back. And this year, we're actually having it catered so that it's going to be more like the Golden Globes than the Oscar style stuff. And we have really ramped that up. We have a full-on production team coming in. It will be broadcast. We'll be broadcasting the red carpet. All of this will be going on live. And it's going to be the biggest thing yet. We're also going to be in Provo at the Hive Collaborative. And we're going to be in Orem at the Classic Fun Center. We have a roller skating party over there. And I think we have another thing in Vineyard at About Time Pub and Grub, where we have a little evening social cap every night of the whole festival. So we're in about 4 or 5 venues throughout the festival. So we're all over the place, and we have right around 75 events, I believe, that happen throughout the festival.
All right, so this is the point where I'm going to turn this over to Ryan, because Ryan is the guy when it comes to this kind of stuff, and I'm going to kind of let you two go at it and talk about some different things and discuss, because as Ryan said, he's been to this festival before. Yeah. He's been to the award show, so I would love to get his perspective on the whole thing.
I even won an award one year.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even won an award.
I have pictures of that.
Yeah.
Your mom must be so proud.
She was very proud. Yeah. She's got that big old statue somewhere in that house. Well, she should.
Actually, it was. I was collaborating with Sue Rowe. We won for a short film.
White Wings, or something.
Yeah, it was White Wings.
See how good, like a steel trap.
You know. Yeah, but like I said,
it swept a lot of awards that year.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah, but like I said, I went to this very second one you guys had. It was a great show. Met a lot of people, and then I've been to 2 other ones where the award show was in Provo. Gone to they have networking, like speed dating networking. There's little seminars with talk. They bring special guest speakers. It's not just an award show and a festival. It's kind of like a collaboration to bring filmmakers together and get people, ideas, and basically find people to help you make your film.
That's exactly what we're shooting for. So even this year, we have a huge emphasis on our screenwriters. So we're having workshops on how do you take a brain dump of ideas and make it into a screenplay. We have people who teach them about pitching, which is how you sell your screenplay to people who actually have the money to make it. And then we even have a thing called Pitch Boot Camp, where we take people through that process, and it kind of accumulates it to the very end of the festival, where they do what's called Pitch Tank, where we have people who are ready to greenlight films in the audience. And it's kind of like Shark Tank meets American Idol, where these screenwriters take the stage and they say, here's my story. If you want to take it, here's my QR code. Let's connect and we'll talk about options.
Yeah. In fact, me and my former associates when I was living in Salt Lake, we've met a few people like that, and we did music videos, we did short films, we even did a feature film that I'm not really sure what happened to it, but it did get finished. But
was this the like the Bigfoot film?
No, the film was called American Nobody.
It did get done.
Yeah, it just never got released.
At our festival, I think.
Really?
It screened at our festival. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Several years ago. This was pre-COVID.
Yeah. I last thing I heard was he wasn't going to release it, and so that's the last I heard. But yeah, if it got released, awesome.
It came out. We screened it.
I remember the first film that I went to the award show. It was Chick Magnets. It was a disaster day.
You know what? Here's the great thing about Chick Magnets. Chick Magnets was a great film for people to learn on.
Yes.
And then a lot of the people who worked on that movie have gone on to make even better, much better films since then. And so it was a great film to learn on. So I would call it a success.
What I thought was really funny was our Chick Magnets poster, there was a movie that came out just a little whiles after. It had Alan Arkin in it. It was about some old guys, and their poster looked exactly like ours because the guy who made ours also made theirs. And we were like, oh, that's so cool.
That is pretty cool. That's very cool.
All right. So once again, this is going on February 12th through the 17th. Do you guys have like a website that people can go on and get all the information and everything?
We do. It's theutahfilmfestival.com. And if they come over here to the website, they'll see all sorts of things. We put editorials on all the different shows that are there. If people are interested in volunteering, they can sign up on the website for that. If they want to watch the movies anywhere in the world, they could sign up and watch it on EOFlix over here. So there's lots of different options to participate with the festival, whether it's in person or virtually. And we'd love to be able to expose people to cinema, specifically indie cinema, during that time frame. And hopefully people will get excited and really come and support local filmmakers, but indie cinema more importantly, which honestly, you'll find much more interesting stories in the independent cinema than you will that's coming out of, Netflix or Hollywood in general.
And the filmmaking can be quite interesting at some times. Like, why did they do that?
Yes. You'll like these stories though. A lot of these stories are like will touch your heart and will pull at your heartstrings, and other ones will just make you go, yeah, it's amazing. We've got a few of those.
Yeah.
So Warren, I guess the question would be, and I got to put you on the spot. There are a lot of movies here, but is there one in particular that you've seen? Is there one that you're hearing a lot of buzz about that people are like, this is a really good flick, maybe you should go check this one out?
Which one should we go to?
Okay, there's a couple. Now, you guys in particular, I think you would like this movie called He Never Left, okay? It has, it's the guys from The Witching Season who won a ton of awards in an earlier festival. And it's a serial killer movie. It's a serial killer feature film, and it was made here in Utah with a very small cast and crew. You wouldn't have the slightest clue by watching this movie that it was done on such a meager budget. And they've been selected by almost every single festival they submitted to. It's just sweeping up all the awards, and it was made here in the Beehive State. You guys would love He Never Left. Shows that I really enjoyed I Be a Witch. That was made by the Jewlanders, and they did a fantastic job. Again, this was really interesting. They made most of the movie in their garage, but you wouldn't know it because it looks like it's an old Salem courthouse. Wow. He actually built a soundstage pretty much in his garage to shoot his movie. So that was pretty impressive. If you're into romantic movies, you might like to watch Love and Focus. Love and Focus has been is a rom-com, again, made here in Utah, made by Robert Andrus, and
I
he
know
was
Robert.
one of the producers.
Robert's a good guy.
Yeah, and we got Brandon Ho as one of the directors, and there was another director, and I'm just spacing on his name, but I work with him all the time, so I'm feeling really bad about this. But there was just an amazing team of people who were involved in that film. We have a few documentaries that have come out that are amazing, including Where the Rope Ends. Where the Rope Ends is going to be screening over there as well. Oh, we have another one about PTSD in the fire service. That one is amazing. It's a double feature in just an hour and a half block. For those who are looking at, how do we help our heroes? You'll want to take a look at that block right there.
So
we also have a really cool sci-fi short called To Air. And that one, if you are a fan of the old school Twilight Zone, you're going to want to take a look at To Air. It's also been sweeping up awards at all the festivals.
Nice.
So that's just a few off the top of my head that I really like, and I think you guys will enjoy.
And people can buy tickets on the website?
Hopefully they'll be able to buy them today. That's been the bane of our existence, or at least our festival director's existence right now, is just getting all this stuff over to Maven Cinema so they can start selling them. But Maven Cinema has just got those assets earlier this week. They're working on getting that up on the website, and as soon as they're up on the website, you can buy tickets until they're sold out.
All right.
Now, the other neat thing is we're also working with EOFlix. Now, EOFlix is our virtual partner, so they're able to screen all these movies. Well, not all of them. The filmmaker has to agree, but they're able to stream these movies online, and we're working with landmark theaters all in the UK and around the United States. So if people want to watch the Utah Film Festival in a real theater, they're able to do that as well if they're going to a landmark theater.
Oh, nice.
So we'll have
Yeah.
ways to check it out at home. We can go and watch those, and a lot of great things. And I would say by what you're coming at us with here and everything that we're seeing, and the landscape for Utah cinema is pretty strong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. We have a robust industry. Last year alone, I worked on 3 different big budget SAG films, all shot here in Utah. And I was on one, like, I would have worked more, but they were all kind of compounded on top of each other. So yeah, last year was very, very busy in production, which has been common. Even during a writer's strike, even during the SAG strike, Utah wasn't really all that affected by productions coming here because we're still a right to work state. And we negotiated with SAG really early to make sure we can still keep shooting. We made The Homestead, we made Omaha, we made One Big Happy Family, and we still got our other films made as well. Some people who normally shoot here, like David Wolf and his Hallmark movies, decide, you know what, maybe we'll take our crew here and go to another country and film. So he filmed Silent Hill. And then we also had Jared, who did Napoleon Dynamite, who would have, again, filmed here, decided, you know what, maybe we'll go make Minecraft outside of the country during these strikes. And he took Jason Momoa over there. But, that's kind of the stuff that could have been made here, but didn't because of strikes. But Utah was still very busy.
All right. So once again, we've been speaking with Warren Workman of the Utah International Film Festival. Warren, thank you so much for taking out the time and talking to us today and kind of bringing all this to light and letting everybody know where they can find all this. Check out the website. Once again, the International Film Festival will be February 12th through the 17th with the award show coming up on the 17th. Warren, we hope you last and make it through the awards show and the screenings and all that, and good luck to you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Warren.